Hello everyone, my name is Gabriel Elizondo and I'm from Winnetka, California. Being from Los Angeles, I grew up loving the Dodgers. So as you can tell, I am a Dodgers fan. Huge Dodger fan. Two of my favorite players are Mookie Betts and probably Corey Seager. So those are without a doubt top tier level players. Also, I do manage at Target, so I do go back and forth with school and work. But obviously, school is my main priority, being that I do want to be a nurse. One person that I feel is an influential and effective speaker for me would be Martin Luther King Jr. And the reason I say that is he's very motivated and was a very influential man when it came to speaking about segregation. He was able to end the divide between blacks and whites and make a huge change in American history. And I think that's one thing that I have in common with Martin Luther is that he's very self-confident and he's motivated and determined in what he talks about. And to this day, it's still crazy to me that one speech changed all of humanity, and one guy who was so motivated was able to do this for our history. One person that I believe for me in my childhood was a very ineffective speaker would probably be my soccer coach, Kenny. My soccer coach, Kenny, I feel during soccer games didn't really motivate me to want to play. It felt like he kind of was just going through the motions, and I think that as a coach, that's not something you want to show your players. You want to show them that you're motivated and you want to win ball games. And for me, that's all it was when I was little. Is I wanted to win ball games, and I would do whatever I could to win ball games. But having a coach with a negative aspect of not feeling motivated, and I think that's one thing for sure when you want to be a good speaker is you always want to be motivating towards someone to incline the person to want to be listening to what you are speaking of. So that's one thing that I think speakers should all have is be self-confident and motivating. I believe that there's two things for sure that when it comes to speaking I have strengths in, and that's not being afraid to talk in front of others. And then other than that, it's always just being honest and just showing people my honest true self. And that's what gets me through speaking is I don't really like to beat around the bush, and I like to, get to the point and let people know who I am and make them feel my presence in the room with how I speak. Um, I would say a couple weaknesses for me when it comes to speaking would be for sure just using bigger words. So that's one thing for sure. Like with weaknesses that even though it's a weakness, I want to work on it. So, using bigger words in speech, that's for sure one thing I do want to work on. And I would say just grasping people's attention when you're talking. I think that whenever I tell stories or anything to that extent, I really don't get my point across too well. So for sure I want to work on that. Thank you.